Okay, let's talk about something we all do, probably way more than we'd like to admit, and that's checking our phones. We're going to dive deep into the psychology behind why it feels almost impossible to stop.
Now really, just think about it for a second. How many times have you already picked up your phone today? What is that invisible force, that magnetic pull that keeps drawing you back in, even when you know there's probably nothing new to see? Well, let's get into the science of it.
So before we can even get to the why of it all, we really have to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this thing. This isn't just a quirky habit for a few people. It's become a universal part of modern life.
Oh, you know this moment. I mean, you know it intimately. You're standing in line, you're waiting for the elevator, maybe you're even in the middle of a conversation, and your hand just kind of instinctively reaches for your pocket, right? There was no buzz, no little chime, but you check it anyway. It's basically a modern-day reflex.
And that reflex? Well, it has a number, 150. That is roughly how many times the average person unlocks their phone, every single day. Just let that sink in for a minute. If you're awake for, say, 16 hours, that means you're checking your phone almost every 6.5 minutes. Wow. See, this isn't just a habit. It's this constant subconscious cycle we're all in.
So what is going on here? Why is this happening? Well, I can tell you it is not an accident. And it's definitely not a lack of willpower on your part. There is some seriously powerful brain science at play, and you better believe the apps on our phones are engineered to take full advantage of it.
It all boils down to this one key concept: intermittent variable rewards. I know, it sounds super technical, like something out of a textbook, but is the single most important idea to understand phone addiction. This right here, this is the engine that drives the whole machine.
And this is the perfect way to picture how it works. Think about refreshing your social media feed. It's exactly like pulling the lever on a slot machine in a casino. Every time you pull it, you have no idea what you're going to get. Is it going to be the jackpot? You know, an exciting text message or a flood of likes? Or maybe a small win, like a work email? Or nothing at all? It's that total unpredictability that makes it so ridiculously addictive. It keeps you pulling that lever, or, refreshing that screen over and over and over again.
And here is the real secret sauce. It's not actually getting the like or the new email that gives your brain the biggest chemical kick. Nope. It's the moment before. It's the anticipation of what might be there. That's when your brain releases a shot of dopamine, that feel-good chemical. And that creates this addictive loop of seeking and wanting that is so hard to break.
So, okay, we're constantly checking, we're always connected, we're always looking for that next little dopamine hit. What's the big deal, right? What's the harm? Well, it turns out this constant stimulation comes at a pretty high price, and it's a price that's often invisible to us in our day-to-day lives.
These are the hidden costs. Our ability to just sit and focus on one thing, it gets totally fragmented. Our sleep gets all messed up from that blue light. We feel this low-grade hum of anxiety and that classic FOMO, the fear of missing out. And maybe the biggest irony of all is that the very devices meant to connect us can actually make our real-life face-to-face interactions feel so much shallower.
All right, I know, that all sounds pretty bleak, but here's the good news, and it's really good news. We are not powerless here, not at all. We can absolutely take back control of our own attention. So this next part is all about clear, practical things you can actually do.
This, right here, is maybe the most important thing to understand. You have to reframe the problem. Stop thinking this is some kind of personal failure, a lack of willpower. You're not weak. You're a human being with a normal brain that is up against a system literally designed to capture your attention. So the solution isn't to just try harder, it's to be smarter, and that means redesigning your digital environment.
And here are 3 incredibly powerful ways to start. First, like you see here, curate your notifications. Just go in and turn off every single alert that isn't from a real human being. Seriously. Second, set app time limits. Your phone already has these tools built in. Use them. And third, create phone-free zones. Make the dinner table, or maybe your bedroom, a tech-free space. These seem like small changes, but trust me, they create massive ripple effects.
And that brings us to our last, and maybe our most important thought. Look, this technology is an incredible tool. It has completely changed our world. But it's worth taking a step back and just asking yourself this one simple question. Are you using your phone with intention to make your life better? Or has your phone started using you? Answering that question honestly, well, that's the real first step to changing your relationship with this powerful little device for good.